Hey guys, Megamatt1254 here again. Today I am being interviewed by my good friend, The Walking Dead Comics. The interview shall begin within 5 to 10 minutes. We're just giving people a chance to get on stream. So if anyone's here, yeah, it'll take a few minutes before we start anything major.
Certainly.
Okay, I'm going to send the link out to a few folks.
Me too. Start broadcasts. And we are live.
Oh, someone's already here. Oh, Cade's here.
Okay.
Hey Cade, what's up, bro?
What's up, Cade?
Welcome to the
Interview's gonna
stream.
start shortly.
We're just waiting for some other folks to join up on the stream, and then we shall begin.
Certainly.
If any audience members here have any questions, just ask in the chat box area.
And as you guys can see, you'll be able to read the chat on my screen rather. In case you're watching on TV and it happens to get in the way of something, apologies, I'm going to turn my notifications off.
I'll put mine on my story on Instagram as well.
Yeah, me too. We do apologise for this quick delay, but we are going to get started as soon as more people come in, because obviously we do want some more questions as mentioned in the picture you guys can see. Ask questions below. And yeah. Okay, there's the link for that
The
one.
dude that made that art must be very talented. Oh yeah, for sure, man. Very talented.
Which shot was that?
You know, call me the Godfather.
Oh, right, yeah. That was awesome. Okay, let's get this linked to a few people.
I'm putting it on my Instagram story.
Yep, that sounds great.
Oh, your picture looks even better. Oh fuck, I like that.
Wait,
I am Cade XD. Your stream, I like your stream background more.
Oh, thanks.
Looks professional. I like it. I'm gonna send the link out to a couple family members as well, cause I know they've been interested in seeing this.
I might have a family member joining.
Perfect.
I'll send this to literally everyone.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do too.
You know what I wish you could do? Compose a message. Oh wait, should I add people to a group? Maybe I should do that.
I just sent it to my entire family.
Oh. Let's get all these people in.
You got any viewers on your end yet?
Yep, I just got one. Welcome to the stream, dude. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Alright.
Some loser put out that one finale death on his thumbnail. People never fail to show how stupid they are. Yeah, I agree.
Oh,
People
wow.
should not be spoiling the major finale moments in like YouTube vids. Lex the God.
Especially
Fave the Walking Dead episode. Oh fuck. Days Gone By. For sure. Still whiz.
I would have to agree with that.
Feels like a Walking Dead movie. It's like a movie before the Rick movies.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think we can go ahead and get started pretty soon. What do you think?
Sure.
Because there are people in my chat now.
Oh, great, great.
We got Cade and Lex the God.
And we should have people from that group chat joining soon.
I'm sure Dan and Epic will probably join at some point. They always usually do.
Certainly.
And then season 9, episode 5 is the sequel to Days Gone By. Oh yeah, for sure, man. It definitely is. And it's just as good. Days Gone By. Oh, okay.
Okay, I'm just gonna test the audio real quick, see if everything's okay.
Your audio's on share, right? Like your party audio?
I believe so.
I'm just gonna listen to my own stream real quick, just to be safe.
Me too.
Just make sure we don't sound like we're talking to ourselves. Just to be safe.
Me too.
Okay, I can hear you.
Perfect.
Days gone, bye-bye. Oh my god.
There is no audio on mine. Well, that's great, so I'm gonna have to fix that. Oh, it's because there's no audio included. That is not good.
Okay, try fixing that real quick. Everyone can hear me on my end, though, so if we can't get your end to work, then we can just use it on my end for the interview.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to quickly stop broadcasting and rebroadcast, because... Stop taking screenshots, PS4.
Last of Us 2 is trash, XD. Oh yeah. There's no doubt on my mind.
Definitely. Audio sharing settings, include microphone, audio and broadcast, right. Broadcast settings. Okay. It should be good now, I believe. Okay. Yep, everything is great. Could you speak real quick?
Hello.
Could you speak real quick? Hello.
Okay, I hear myself
perfect.
on your end. Okay, so I think we're all good here.
Yeah.
Samson is my fave Wasteland character. Okay. No, I'm just kidding, bro. Personally, Samson's not my favorite. I think my favorite is either Road or Warper. Drexel's a close third, though. I feel like Road and Warper are almost tied for me. I had another scary experience I'm gonna talk you guys about on party later. Oh, great. Dude, I hope...
Wait, who was that?
That's Cade.
Oh, no.
Hopefully you're not haunted, bro.
Hopefully. Just try not to make it another shadow in the scene. I'm kidding, dude. I don't doubt you for a second. I've experienced it myself.
Yep. Okay,
well, this is weird.
Once the elapsed time has hit 10 minutes, I think we can begin this interview.
I agree. Mine's it's 8, because of... Oh, no, it's fine. Yeah.
Mine's 8 minutes and 45 seconds. So at 10 minutes in, I think we'll just go ahead and start this.
Right.
I'm just getting this out to a few more people.
Yep, sounds good.
Remember that ghost in the closet clip I showed you guys? That was freaky.
Oh my. That is actually freaky though.
Is it?
I mean, I just highly doubt that someone would do that. It just...
I don't know. It's definitely... It's something.
What, are you talking about the ghost in the video or...?
Yeah, the ghost clip.
Oh, right, okay. Oh, apologies about that. Okay, we should be all good to go. We got 3 likes already. Perfect. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, my friends.
Yeah, it's much appreciated. Right, I think we should...
Okay, we're 10 minutes in. Alright, so, If anyone has any questions about anything other than spoiler content for Survival of the Fittest or Wasteland World, please ask ahead. Also, guys, I ask you that you don't discuss finale Walking Dead spoilers in the chat. Other than that, ask away,
Yeah,
fellas.
please. That'd be great.
Yeah.
Alright, we've got 2 views on mine. Perfect. Thank you everyone for joining. 4
Alright.
likes, thank you. Much appreciated.
We appreciate it,
so
guys.
I'm gonna get started. Thank you everyone for joining. Today I'm interviewing Megamatt1254. He is a survival of the fittest creator, as you may know, as featured on my channel. We will be doing reviews on that in the future. He's also a writer and director, plus an actor. So, you know, you got everything in one, including the filmography business. And yeah, ask questions below. This is our first live interview on this channel. There will be more in the future with other actors, and we got another one coming tomorrow and hopefully one Sunday. So Matt, I just want to start off, how are you doing today?
Not bad, man. I'm doing pretty good. Been pretty hyped to do this interview with you. And
Of course,
reveal
and
this
also,
big secret.
Yeah, there is a big secret. I think we're going to keep that for a while rather than just dropping it out right at the beginning.
What do you say we reveal it at the end?
Yeah, I think that would be a smart idea, don't you?
Yeah, I think that works for me. Hang on, Kate said something here. I'm gonna do my death predictions for Season 3 later in party. All good, man.
Season 3 death predictions. Oh, okay. That makes sense. I got mine ready. Okay, so I think we should just jump right into the next question, if you're okay with that.
Yep, let's do it.
Okay, so everyone, this is the timestamp. I probably will include timestamps future in the pre-recorded episode, because for anyone who's missing this, you can also pre-watch it, as a lot of people do on my channel. We got some family members and all that, so if you guys would like to do that, be sure to comment again. If there's any questions you want to ask me and Matt after this, be sure to contact us on Instagram. Links will also be included in that. Okay, so I'm going to get started with one of the main questions I've been wanting to ask for a while.
Yep.
What made you want to start becoming a writer, director, actor, etc.?
Well, basically, I used to always do this in school all the time. I'd write, like, stories, and I remember...
Right.
You know GTA, right? GTA Director's Mode?
Yeah.
I would make mini-series out of it. I wouldn't upload it, though. I'd just make it for myself and my younger brother. We'd just watch them. And then one day, I was thinking to myself, why not put this out there publicly and see what happens? So I wrote this Survival of the Fittest story. And basically, I didn't really think much of it at first. It was just like a small little project. I was just going to keep on paper, not do anything with it. But then I thought to myself, you know what, screw it. I'm going to put it out there and see the reception I get. And I've had a pretty damn good positive reception with the show. Plus being a co-writer on Wasteland World with my good friend, Wasteland World Official.
Right, that makes a lot of sense. And also, I think most of the people who become writers and directors and actors and all that in filmography business, I think they really aspire to do it. Is that the same with you? You just aspire to do it, something you've wanted to do for a very, very long time?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I've always been shy about doing this kind of stuff, but then one day I'm just like, I'm gonna put it out there. You know what? Like, I'm done with being shy. I want to put it out there and see what people think of my work.
Right. Okay. So I also want to ask, because I'm sure a lot of people are wondering this too. We're just going to jump right into a different topic. It's related to Survival of the Fittest annual series. Are you ever going to be, let's say, are you ever going to be doing an online series other than Wasteland World or anything like that, where people can actually contribute to playing an actor and, you know, hopefully getting main roles in the shows?
Are you talking about, like, filming live action or voice acted animation?
So what I mean is, let's say now you're currently doing it in director mode on GTA, right?
Yep, still doing that.
So is there going to be any time or any hint to doing an online series within GTA Online?
With like actors and voice actors.
Right, with actors and voice actors.
Potentially, I'm looking into it. The only thing is that, you know, voice actors, I'm planning on attempting that in season 3. I've actually got a few casting ideas in mind. And actually, I haven't said anything much about this yet, but in the 2023 time range, I am attempting. Now, this isn't set in stone or anything, but I am going to be attempting a
Right.
live action series.
Well, I think that's great to hear because I'm pretty sure people would like that, and it would be much appreciated by the community who follows you, as you do have over 300 subscribers and you have a pretty popular fan base within your series. So, is Walking Dead a influence on your shows?
Very much so. And so
And why
is
is that?
Breaking Bad and Sons of Anarchy. Those are like the 3 shows that I watched and like really got me into like wanting to make my own kind of stuff.
Okay. And so, why are them 3 shows your influence?
Because honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Before The Walking Dead, I hated apocalypse dramas. I hated zombies. I didn't care for that stuff. But I watched The Walking Dead. I thought it was okay at first, and you know, I kept watching it, got really into it. Now it's like one of my top 5 favorite shows of all time. Breaking Bad and Sons of Anarchy. I really like crime dramas, right? So like
Right.
those like sucked me in right away. I frickin' loved those shows, watched them out till the end. And basically all 3 of those shows I take into account when I make my own show. Is I take story ideas, like story beats or like plot elements from those shows, and then I completely rework them and put it into my own kind of writing style.
Right. Well, that's good to hear because I can totally understand that. Coming from another writer's perspective, because I take great influence too. So another question I've jotted down is, sorry, I just looked at something and it's totally boggled my mind.
Yeah, no worries,
Um,
man.
So is there a favourite episode you filmed or
My
any other
favorite
favourite episodes of Survival of the Fittest?
my favorite episode that I've filmed and written so far is definitely For Whom the Bell Tolls Part 2.
Okay. And if you had to rate any season, which I know there's only 2, but obviously there are going to be more coming up, and you will find out another announcement near the end. What is your favourite season and why?
Oh man, I'm gonna say season 2 I prefer because I like the more like apocalyptic atmosphere. We've already seen the fall of humanity at this point. We see other factions warring against each other. And guys, I won't really discuss spoilers for season 2 here because I know there's a few of you in chat right now who are still catching up on stuff. But yeah, basically that's why I prefer season 2. Is like we've seen the fall, now we see the aftermath of the destruction of the world, and we see communities come together, either help each other or attack each other. The show is basically about human brutality and survival. That's why, hence it's called Survival of the Fittest.
Right. That makes a lot of sense. I also believe that season 2 would be my favourite because it has a lot of symbolism, and it has a lot of emotional moments, you know. I'm not going to go into what, but a lot of people do die, and it's unfortunate, but the story for season 2 is brilliant. I just want to compliment you on that.
Appreciate it.
It's great. No problem. And, okay, so we're going to get into another. This one's going to be more of a. I don't really know what the word would be for it. Sorry, I just need to think of a word.
No worries.
It's going to be impactful, and I know maybe you don't want to answer this because I'm sure you love all the characters throughout your series. But, and this is talking about any series, who is the favourite character you've either played, created, anything like that?
My favorite character that I've created? Okay. I'm gonna say Clay.
Clay.
Yeah, Clay for sure.
That makes a lot of sense, yeah, because if I'm going to be honest, I prefer Clay over David. I think he does a little more right things. I mean, well, I can't really get into spoilers, but you'll see what I mean in Season 2, because Clay's character does jump forward, and he really does help the team in such a way that you just wouldn't believe. Okay. So, Wasteland World, let's talk about that for a little bit, and then we'll jump back onto Survival of the Fittest for how long you want to do this interview for.
However long you need me, man.
That's great to hear. So with Wasteland World, when did you find out about that? When were you called on board? Was it from the beginning, and how was the process?
Okay, so basically, about 3 months ago, my buddy Cade messages me. We didn't really know each other at the time. We were just kind of talking on like Instagram and shit like that.
Right.
Messages me. And originally at the time the show was called The Mining Dead, and he's like, "Yo, you want to help me write my new series The Mining Dead?" I'm like, "Sure, right?" And then eventually I remember he messages me. What's up, man?
Yeah.
Okay, so eventually
It's
it's all good, man.
Very
Yeah,
random.
so eventually he messages me and he's like, "Yeah, I want to change the show title." So he comes up with Wasteland World, which I think is infinitely better than The Mining Dead, if you ask
I
me.
agree.
So we come on, we film. We don't have a cast at the time, right? So for the first 2 episodes, we were working with just the 2 of us. Then eventually we started, asking more of the guys. We actually have a huge community of showrunners and actors and directors. So we go, we ask, and we've actually built quite a good cast now. And guys, honestly, I appreciate every single one of you that come and help and, come and play a character, lend your voice talents. It's much appreciated, and thanks for that.
Well, that's great to hear. So, another question I have for you is, as I'm pretty sure there are a lot of people out there aspiring to be an actor, and start from, just smaller series, such as your own, which will grow eventually. I can already emphasise on that. For those who are looking to act in something, what is your words to them? What would you recommend?
Don't go in with any kind of fear. Just go in, try your best, and don't be scared to give it your all.
Well, that is very admirable words. And is there an auditioning process for any of your shows or any future shows that you're going through?
Wasteland World's audition process is very simple. All you really gotta do is you'll either DM me or my friend Cade, and basically you'll send in a voice clip of yourself, or we'll ask you to hop on party. We'll get you to say a few lines. If we like it, we'll hire you on, but if we don't like it, then maybe we'll tell them, maybe improve a little bit. But, we don't really have to do that at all. I mean, everyone who comes on, who's auditioned, has made the casting role.
Right. And one thing I could also say to you is everyone acts in their own way. There are different ways of doing it. I guess not with you, because I'm not going to say when I jumped on board, because I'd rather the people not know. I'm sure you would feel the same way, because I don't want to reveal anything about Season 2 of Wasteland. But, everyone has their own style, and when I was on board, I was nervous to be on there too. I was nervous. I was playing a major character for one of the episodes, and I was nervous. But one thing with Matty and Cade and the rest of the cast members, they really invite you in. It's a brilliant story to be a part of, and if anyone would like to join, are they open to message you and ask, I have some experience or I have little experience, are they open to message you? And what for in those people are you looking for? Are you looking for them to be determined, or are you just willing to have cast members?
Honestly, what we look for is just decent acting and people who show up on filming days. That's all we ask. We've had to, we've dealt with it before. Some people don't show up on filming days. It can be a little bit of a pain in the ass, but we work through it, right? and like that's basically it for that, man.
Right. So with Wasteland coming with the second season, is there anything you're going to say? Which would you like to say? Is there anything that you'd like to say about the second season and what they should be walking into it thinking?
Yeah, explosive.
I can agree with that. Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say.
And which is absolutely fine, of course. Sorry, I'm just looking through my book. I'm only going with the very relevant questions. So before Wasteland World, were there any other series you've been in other than your own?
I believe Wasteland World is my first collaborative project. I'm also a part of another show called Tales from the Western Frontier, and that's with my good friend Mickey.
Sounds good.
That one's done on Red Dead Redemption. It's a Western story, and it's one of my favorite ones we filmed, specifically because I like doing the Western kind of vibe, like the outlaws and shit like that.
Right, which sounds good. I might have to check that out myself, because as you guys know, me and Matt only met around 3 days ago from work.
Yeah, just a few days ago now, yeah.
Yeah. You know, we had a little conversation in one of the comments. You know, he checked out one of my videos and commented. One thing... What is up? Sorry, I'm going to have hard... Can I just say DeRosa, if that's okay?
Yeah, go for it.
What is up, dude? Welcome to the dude. What am I on about? Welcome to the stream.
Hey, DeRosa.
Hope you're having a fantastic day.
If anyone has any questions on your end that are like for me, could you just let me know, because I can't see your stream chat.
Of course.
Alright, thanks, man.
Okay, so are there any cast members? Now, you don't have to answer this in any way because it is a little pressuring, and I understand. With you, I don't believe there is any favouritism. I mean, of course, there's people who trust. Some people trust more than others, but has there ever been a cast member you've been very happy working with the most, or just very happy working with and so pleased with their acting ability?
Yeah, that would be Mickey.
Yeah, and why is that?
Because he delivers a very brilliant and unsettling performance for a character known as Warper. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, and I don't think anyone really knows this except for the showrunners and myself, but Warper was originally supposed to die in the Season 1 finale, but we decided to extend his life cycle because Mickey's acting was so damn impressive.
Right. Thanks for the dislike whoever gave me that. That is much appreciated, because obviously I've got an extra view, so appreciated. If you have any questions, or, you know, you'd like to ask me something, or if I'd like to ask you why you dislike that character, the stream, I'd very much like to know that. You can dislike if you want, just please do not continue watching or do, and give me watch time. So, why did you change the death of Warper?
Because Mickey's acting blew me and Kate out of the water. Because, like, we were expecting him to just sound like a generic kind of thug-type character. And he comes in, and he just delivers this bone-chilling performance. Like, do you know the actor Willem Dafoe? He sounds a lot like him as, you remember, like, Tobey Maguire, Green Goblin, Spider-Man movies? He sounds like him, but, like, even more kind of creepy and messed up sounding.
I can understand that. And DeRosa, it's all good. I know you wouldn't put a dislike. It's all fine. The dislike has been removed. Thank you to whoever did that. I don't know how that's possible, but thank you. It's all good, DeRosa, I believe you. I wouldn't put it on anyone within the group chat that we're in. So, is there anyone you're looking at right now for the series?
Actually, I can't really give out, like, casting details yet because nothing's set in stone with people. But if anyone wants to say that they're a cast member, you'd have to go to Cade, because he is the true owner of Wasteland World. I'm more the
Okay.
like co-writer.
So, who is the main influence behind the Wasteland World writing? Is it both of you?
I'd say Cade just a little bit more. Cade kind of plots out the major plot elements, and then I'll fill in the gaps
Yeah.
in between those elements. Like, I'll come up with like
Right.
side stories, character moments, some character deaths, shit like that.
Okay. Are we gonna? So, as I understand, what is the most disturbing moment you'd say? Because there are a lot of disturbing moments in Wasteland World. Um, Obviously, for people who haven't watched it yet, I'm going to give you a quick spoiler warning if that's okay with you, Matt. Nothing
Yep.
about the upcoming seasons.
Ask away.
So we'll give you 10 seconds when it goes to 20. Okay, so what would you say is the most disturbing moment from Wasteland World, and who came up with it?
Lucky's death.
Lol, I've been trying to get into that show, says DeRosa.
DeRosa, after this interview, I can give you a call, man. I'll call you on Instagram. If he can hear
Okay, so
that on
continue.
your end.
Yeah, you can hear that.
Okay, perfect. Okay, yeah, the death of Lucky's the most disturbing incident.
And who wrote that? And
Cade wrote it. I think I partially helped him with, like, the... Okay, so basically, Lucky has his head cut off by a psychopath, you know, the Warper character. He takes his head off, and he puts it on a spike alongside Scott and another character named Titus.
right.
Yeah, so that's the most
can you
disturbing moment.
confirm when is Wasteland World in production? Which, of course, I know, but
Season
I'm
2?
sure a lot of people don't. Yeah, season 2.
We're actually just finished filming the pilot episode, and we are currently getting to work on episode 2 this weekend.
Right. By the way, guys, I'm not going to say what if this is okay with you, Mal. I do have an appearance in episode 1. You'll probably recognise my voice. I'm not going to say who I am if that's okay with you, Matt.
That's fine, yeah.
Cool. I am playing a character, and of course, anyone who would like to on this stream, be sure to go over there and ask him through DMs. His name is Megamatt Productions on Instagram, and yeah.
Megamatt Studios.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
What is your biggest goal?
In what, like Wasteland World or just in life?
In life?
Oh man, probably to get these shows that we're working on mainstream and get like a huge fan base.
Right. I'm sure a lot of people on the show could agree with that, including Cade. So, when did you and Cade meet?
3 months ago. It was July.
So, obviously, these guys haven't known each other for that long, and I just want to say that's great work for you both not to know each other for just a massive period and be able to create such a great show. Okay, let's go back to Survival of the Fittest. Are there going to be any episodes longer than an hour?
I think so. Honestly, I gotta plot it all out. Well, I'll tell you the major news at the very end of the stream, but yeah, I'm thinking
Right.
there'll be longer than an hour, but those will be very few and far between.
Right. Okay. Is season 3, obviously you can't confirm much, because obviously it's not even in the works yet for people who don't know. Is it going to be extended episodes? Unless you would like to not confirm that.
Still plotting it out.
Still plotting it out, okay.
Yep.
Um,
Season 3 filming doesn't really begin until December.
okay.
Yep.
So, let's talk about your new show, This Sorrowful Life. What is that going to be based on?
It's gonna be a mafia show set in the 2020s, and it's basically a story about the mafia going out of relevancy. They're kind of going extinct. And there's this one group of mobsters that are still trying to hold on to what they were in the past. And the main character is a young guy named Vincent. He basically gets fucked over by the mafia, and he is sent to jail for 10 years, and now he's out, and he was promised a bunch of things, but he doesn't receive what he was promised.
Okay. Why is the show named This Sorrowful Life? Can you confirm that?
Because the show is about a guy who is constantly going to be getting screwed over, betrayed, backstabbed, and he's basically... Can't really say more because I would get into like spoiler territory.
Right. Okay. I don't know if I've asked this already. Have I asked what is your favourite project to have worked on?
No, you haven't asked that.
Okay. So, what is your favourite project to have worked on?
Okay, I gotta think that one through just for a second. Probably Wasteland World, because I've met such good people on there. I enjoy getting together with the cast and filming, and then chilling with the guys after. Yeah, probably Wasteland World.
Okay. So as we all know, there is a Road Rats sequel coming out. When will that begin filming?
That is honestly up to Cade.
Right. Do you have any writing contribution within the Road Rats spin-off of Survival of the Fittest?
I gotta talk it over with Cade more. All I know at the time is that I'm seeing over production, and that's it. I gotta talk to him, and I'll work out the finer details with him when I get the chance. All I know is that the Road Rats is still a long time away. We're not really planning to release anything on that until late 2021. Actually, I can say... Actually, you know what? I'll let Cade say that in tomorrow's interview.
Okay. Yeah, because I believe he is revealing something, and, you know, he's going to be revealing
major
a lot on
Road Rats.
So, I don't ask a lot about Road Rats, because obviously I've got to do his interview and Wasteland World. Okay, so let's touch more on you. What do you, if you don't mind people knowing this, of course, I can easily take it out by editing it or whatever you want. What is your current occupation in real life, and how does it differ from the things you do online?
My current occupation, honestly, was volunteering. Like, I'd volunteer at Habitat for Humanity and stuff like that, Salvation Army. But since the pandemic hit, I haven't really been able to do that for a bit, just because, you know, they've been shutting a lot of stuff down. So, yeah, currently, right now, I'm been full steam ahead on working on my production and shit like that.
Right. Okay. So, I do want to ask you a few questions based on, has COVID-19 as a result affected filming in any way? I know it's digitally, but has any cast members, obviously I'm not going to ask anything too personal like have any cast members been affected by it, but what I will ask is, has it affected any cast members acting or writing or
Not at all.
So it hasn't affected anything at all?
From my end, no. The other cast members, you'd have to ask them.
Okay. Right. How many cast members were there in season 1?
Okay, I'm trying to think this through. I believe there was 5. There was me, Cade, Jamie, Mickey, and a good friend of mine named Josh.
Okay. Right. Okay, that's not the best question.
Ask anything you want, man.
Okay. Have there been anyone in your family who absolutely loves your work and really follows behind you?
My father.
Are your family supportive?
Yeah, my family's very supportive of what I do, which I appreciate. And my dad especially.
Yeah, that's great to hear. Has there ever been a time where someone's doubted you and your talent?
Not that I can recall.
Okay. Has there ever been a mutual disagreement on any show of yours with other cast members?
Nope, there's never been a mutual disagreement.
Okay.
Like I say, me and the
So,
cast and the showrunners, we all get along very well, and we don't argue.
okay. So I'm going to ask you some of your favourite hobbies too behind acting and writing.
Yeah. I go
So
for
what are?
walks, I play
Yeah.
video games, I collect stuff, that kind of stuff like that. Also, I go for
Right.
a bike rides.
Okay, that's great to
I
hear.
also watch movies
Is there
and
any?
I analyze the key plot points of the movies and see how
That
I
makes
can better
sense.
myself as a writer.
Okay. So, is there anything in the real world that really influences you other than television and shows and movies?
Um, I guess helping others, like I said, I volunteered a lot of my time before the pandemic. Um,
Right.
Playing video games, I did want to make my own games, but I feel like making shows and movies and acting is more for me personally.
Okay.
I also used to read comic
So,
books.
great. Is there ever going to be maybe a short comic or book, or even a real life show of yours?
A real
Like,
life show.
not real life. So, with real life show, what I mean is physically in the real world with you in it. Maybe not you in it, but other people, and physically seeing them rather than being in a game.
I'm sorry, repeat the question. My chat's kind of getting spammed here. Not on
Oh,
live,
okay.
not my live chat. You guys are all good.
Oh, yeah, me too. There are a lot of people liking my messages.
Yeah.
Um,
So what were you
so
saying?
the question was, oh man, I forgot myself. It was one I thought of off the top of my head. Right, okay, so like a movie where it's physically seeing human beings, right?
Yep.
Like The Walking Dead, for example, where you can actually see real people.
Yeah.
Is there ever going to be anything like that? Any production of yours which is going to feature an actual crew who is willing to be on camera?
I would love to do that in the future.
Are there any plans to do that
Not at the moment,
currently?
but it could always be a possibility one day.
Right. Are there ever going to be any books or comics being released by yourself?
Not at the moment.
Right. Even digitally?
Digitally, potentially. I'm not sure.
Okay. Who is your idol? Quote unquote.
My idol. Huh. I guess my father.
Right. And if you don't mind me asking, why is that?
He's directed me a lot in life, and he's guided me through a lot of hardships and stuff like that.
Right. Um, is acting something you do and writing to get you through hard times?
Yes, very much so.
What would you say you're better at? Acting, directing, writing?
I'd say, honestly, I have the key skills for all of them, and I kind of mishmash them all together. Like, I act in Wasteland World, but I also help direct and write for Wasteland World. So I say I like to just roll them all into one.
Okay. But if you could pick any out of the three, which would you do as a job?
If I could pick one,
Like your main one there, rather than it being all three of them as a job,
uh,
which one out of them, if you had the choice to do, which one would it be?
directing. Directing
Can
and
you guys
writing.
hear that
Be like a
noise in the background?
director
I
and a
apologise,
writer.
I've got no. Okay. Are there any noises in the background? Because with
Sounds
this
fine on
house,
my end.
okay, perfect. If you can't hear it, they should be able to.
Yeah.
Okay. What was I going to ask? So, is there any preferences to what you want to talk about, or are you open to any questions?
Ask anything, man.
Okay. Um, so, on a regular basis, what is the average views on Survival and your shows?
40 to 50 on survival.
And Wasteland World?
60 to 70.
Okay. So, I just want to confirm this. Is Dan the official after show creator?
He reviews it on his own, time. He's not like expected to review it or anything. He just, he chooses to review it, and we appreciate what he does for the shows.
Right. Is there at any point in time going to be a official talk show for any of the shows?
I would like to do it, and we're potentially talking about it for Wasteland World, but I still gotta work out the finer details with Kate on that.
Okay. Are you going to be interviewing any of the cast members on their experience with you? Or asking?
I would like to, potentially in the future, but I gotta ask how the cast feels about that too.
Okay. If you had to pick out one thing about Cade. Oh, right, okay. I've got a question real quick. Sorry about that. Will you ever interview with Cade? Is that question being asked towards me, or I believe it to me, but
Who's asking that?
DeRosa. Giuseppe. I think your name's Giuseppe.
I think it's Giuseppe.
Giuseppe. Okay, sorry.
I think he's asking you.
Oh, it's me. Yep, he is. Sorry,
You're interviewing him tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm interviewing him tomorrow, at around probably a bit later than this, because obviously. Oh no, sorry, that won't be the case because obviously it's Saturday. Yeah, probably around the same time as this, maybe even earlier. I think it's midday for him, so it may be a midday stream for him. So I want to get back into the question. What would you say Cade does best?
Me?
Yeah.
Being a director and being a good friend.
Okay. Who does the cinematography in all your shows, including Wasteland?
The cinematography is done by either me or Cade. And on Survival of the Fittest, it's all me.
Okay. So I think I want to talk more about The Walking Dead, if that's okay with you. And then at the end, we're going to reveal more. What is your favourite... Well, as we all know, his favourite episode is Days Gone By. That is also included probably on his end, because when I was speaking, you can really hear me. So, what is your favourite episode of Walking Dead other than Days Gone By?
No Way Out.
No Way Out. And is there a reason behind that, or is it basically placed on the storyline, or both?
It's because we get the build up to the Savior arc, we get the big horde, we have a huge cast of characters in that episode. We have a lot of Season 1 veterans in there too, like Rick, Daryl, Glenn, Morgan, Carol, Carl. And Glenn, you also... we got all those crazy characters. You have, Carl getting his eye shot out, and you have the death of the entire Anderson family, and you have Daryl with the RPG. So all of that just morphs into one big, epic, phenomenal episode.
Right. And what is your favourite season?
Season 6.
And why is that?
Because of 6B. 6B is a frickin' masterpiece, and it's also when I got caught up to the show. If you guys didn't know, I was able to binge through the first 5 seasons and the first half of Season 6, and then Season 6B, No Way Out, was the first episode I got caught up to.
Not gonna lie, you're pretty good at doing interviews. Props to you. Thank you so much. That means a lot. DeRosa. Thanks for the 7th like as well. Appreciate that, guys. And Megamatt knows how to respond on interviews. I would agree with that. But thank you.
Appreciate all of you watching this right now, fellas.
Yeah, I've got 3 viewers on my end. Appreciated. Right. So, is there a favourite character from Walking Dead of your own?
Yeah, Rick Grimes, easily.
Is there a favourite actor or actress?
My favorite actor on The Walking Dead is Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
Right. I'm probably going to go with Big Bald Head himself, Norman Reedus.
Norman Reedus is awesome, yeah.
Yeah. I do like Andrew Lincoln, but I'm you know, the comics have always been years ahead, and I respect his decision to see his family, but there is a bit of a break in between. But I'm not going to get into that, as it'll probably turn into a huge rant.
Turn into a debate.
So, what is your least favourite season?
Season 7.
I can agree with you on that.
Strictly because we have the amazing Season 6, then you have Season 7 after, and it's like a huge...
Right.
It's like The Walking Dead was like running in a marathon, and it's leading the marathon in Season 6. Then you get Season 7, it's like the marathon runner's shoes are untied and he trips and face plants.
Yeah, that's a good description. Least favourite director of the show and your favourite director?
My least favorite director of the show is Glenn Nazaro, I believe, and it's because he killed off way too many Season 1 characters in Season 3. My favorite is Frank Darabont, because he brought a true horror vibe to Season 1, plus he freaking directed The Shawshank Redemption, which is one of my favorite movies of all time.
That's right. He also worked on Mad Men, which also had the actor of Dale, Jeffrey DeMunn, in it. Phenomenal director. If Frank Darabont was still the director, do you think the show would be better now or worse off?
I think the show would be over now. I think he would have ended it around Season 5 or 6.
I agree with you. That was another question I was going to ask, but you know, we got to.
Got a double answer.
Would you? Yeah, I literally got a double answer. Would you have preferred Frank Darabont to stay director?
Yes and no, because, yeah, I get he's a phenomenal writer, but that means The Walking Dead would be gone by now. It would have ended in 2015 or 16. And honestly, I met a lot of good friends through The Walking Dead, like you and Cade, my buddy Dan, Mickey, Jamie, all the guys that, you know, part of Wasteland. We've all met through Walking Dead, right?
Right. And, right. Who's your favourite villain from Walking Dead? Now, I'm also going to answer this before he answers. A lot of people are going to be questioning me about this, but it's not going to be the Whisperers. It's not going to be the Cannibal Group from Terminus. It's not going to be Alpha or the Whisperers. Sorry, I think I already said that, or Negan. It would have to be, for me, Governor.
Huh. You know, it always switches for me. It's either Governor or it's Negan. It depends on the mood I'm in.
Yeah, I can understand that.
If I was forced to pick one, though, like I just had to pick one, I think I'd go Governor strictly because he's a lot more evil than Negan.
Yeah, I get that. I mean, the Governor was never redeemed, in my opinion, because, you know, sure, he took care of I believe her name was Molly, was it? Was it Molly?
I think it's Megan.
Megan, that's it, sorry, Megan.
Yeah.
And would you like to see, as known in the comic, well, not the comics, but the novel universe, would you like to have seen a Lily spin-off?
I don't know. The character didn't do anything for me on the show, really. She's just kind of there.
I get that. Have you ever read the novels, not the graphic novels, the novels on Walking Dead, such as Walking Dead Descent, Fall of the Governor, Rise of the Governor?
No, I haven't read that, but I've read the comics.
Right. Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Sorry, I got a message on Instagram. It certainly is. So we may have another person joining in.
Perfect.
Okay. So if there's any right-hand man of a villain, which a lot of people don't ask this question, I haven't really heard it myself ever. If there's a right-hand man of a villain, who would it be from Walking Dead?
My favorite?
Yeah, right-hand man, or whatever, right-hand woman.
Beta, no doubt.
Beta. I can agree with that. And why is that? I know I ask that a lot, but
Because he's a freaking mix-up of Jason Voorhees and Michael Myers rolled into one.
right, yeah. Now, one of my huge disappointments with one of the episodes of season 10 was Beta in the walls of Alexandria. I love the concept a lot. The atmosphere and music with that was brilliant, but I think there should have been more. What do you think?
I think it was perfectly fine for me. It gave me creepy stalker vibes. It gave me psychopath serial killer vibes. So honestly, I thought that episode was a 10 out of 10 for me because you have that plus you have Daryl versus Alpha too, which was brutal.
Right. Oh yeah, I completely forgot that was both in one episode. What was your least favourite episode of season 10?
Oh man, there's not a lot of bad episodes in season 10. Oh boy. Probably Michonne's final episode. As sad as it is to say, I did not like it.
Really? Well, I can kind of understand that. I really did like the hallucination part on it though.
That's the only part that I could say I enjoyed.
Me
Everything else
too.
felt boring.
I can totally get that because in the trailer they put it together like there were people on the island and Michonne had to fight them off.
Yeah, when it was nothing like that, it was just Virgil.
It was just Virgil. Okay, let's get into a theory prediction now. This will not. It will be a somewhat spoiler for season 10, episode 16. I'm going to give you another 10 seconds to leave if you don't want to hear it. Okay, 54. I'm going to go with. Okay, you've all had your chance. I apologise if you just came back. What? I'm not going to say anything about the character. I'm just going to ask you a straightforward question.
No worries.
What do you think, Connie? What do you think Virgil will do with Connie in season 11?
He's either gonna hold her for ransom and do some like shit like that, or he's gonna help her and we're gonna see that he's redeemed.
Right. Who is your least favourite character of The Walking Dead?
Oh dang. Lizzie.
Yeah. Oh. You know what? One of my least favourites, and I know people are gonna freaking out me saying this. One of mine would have to be Cole. I think he was terribly executed in the show. That
I
is
don't
my
know.
personal opinion.
I didn't
I
mind him.
hated him in the show.
I didn't like him. But I started to like him in like season 6 area.
I can get what you mean, but the one thing with me is he had this arrogance to him, and it kind of annoyed me. In the comics, he had a rightful entitlement to arrogance because he was strong, he was a good character, he knew he was strong.
And he killed people.
Exactly. My problem with Carl in the show is, I just felt like, until season, I'd say, 8, his character really just felt like he was there because he was Rick's son. Which makes sense in the comics because the ending all adds up to that. But within the show, I just really feel like killing him off, even though I wasn't the biggest fan. I'm not going to say he was my least favourite. I don't know who my least favourite would be. But in terms of the show, I'd have to say they shouldn't have killed him off, in my opinion. And so, yeah, as you were saying, Lizzie's your least favourite character, okay?
100%.
What is your least favourite story arc within the show?
The hospital story arc from season 5.
I agree. It was unneeded, unnecessary.
It was boring.
whatever they took there for. It was very boring. I remember watching it. I remember. Ooh, that was about 5 years ago now, wasn't it?
Just about, yeah. 'Cause season 5 that was, and we're on season 10 now. So yeah, it'd be about 5 years ago.
Yeah. I think that was very badly executed.
Agreed.
So, is there... Would you say The Walking Dead is dying?
No.
Or has died?
No, I don't think it's dying or has died, just because, you know, we're getting an actual ending now. If The Walking Dead was dead, they would have cancelled it by now.
Exactly. And, for a quick review on others, how much would you rate the episode of Season 10, Episode 15?
The Tower? Oh, man. I didn't like that episode, to be honest.
Me neither.
Probably a 5.
Yeah, I would probably give it a 4.5. Close, but I just felt like it was a failure on their part with the princess. What are your thoughts on the princess in the show?
I like her. She was the only decent thing from episode 15, to be honest.
Yeah, I agree. Apologies, I'm gonna have to... I think, would you like to end it soon, or do you want to keep going?
It's up to you, man. It's your interview.
Apologise, I'm quickly going to have to...
We'll end this off with my big reveal.
Right. I will be right back, Matt, if you'd just like to talk to the chat for a while, if you have anything to answer. Okay.
Okay,
Right
just FYI, I can't see Walking Dead Comics chat, but, I can see my chat, and that's it. If you guys have any questions, ask away. Then when he comes back, we'll probably wrap this up soon, and, we'll talk about, the big reveal for Survival of the Fittest. So if you guys have any questions, ask away. I'm just going over to comics chat to see if anyone's on his thing there. Fave Survival of the Fittest episode. Season 2, episode 10, Lex. Strictly because it's an hour long. I put a lot of, work into that one. The writing was actually really tough for that one too, to be honest. So yeah. Season 2, episode 10. And sadly, I will not be discussing spoilers here, just because I know there's people in the chat who have not seen the episode yet.
Okay, I am officially back.
Hey.
Okay, so what was the conversation about?
I
did I miss anything? Or...
just a guy asked what my favorite Survival of the Fittest episode was.
Okay. So, I believe that should be it. Would you like to reveal something currently?
Yeah, okay guys, this is the big reveal. Survival of the Fittest is officially getting a movie near the end of its life cycle. A movie will cap off the story. And I'm expecting this movie to be about 2.5 hours, which is what I'm really trying to go for.
Sounds great. And if you don't mind confirming, just for one more confirmation, when will the movie be?
I'm thinking either 2023 or 2024.
Okay. Thank you everyone for showing up. We really appreciate it. Is there anything you would like to say? Anything else, Matt?
I appreciate y'all for showing up, and I'm really happy that I was given the chance to do this interview. I appreciate that as well.
Absolutely no problem. It was great having you on the channel.
Yeah. Thanks for letting me do this, man.
No problem. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for the 7 likes. That is much appreciated, and everyone who tuned in. And yeah, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Ciao, everybody.